Nice. All right, so sorry for yous that are joining on the video portion, but we got a rough start this morning, but we're rolling now. I was kind of running the theme. I used this pencil inspiration up here from just a cutout from an art book, and I used the yellow rectangle, a purple rectangle, and I changed the eraser to a ball, and I was basically drawing with color. So these are color pencils, and you just choose the right color for the right thing. Then there's the wooden portion, and then I actually used a metal pen, like a graphite pencil, to do the tip of it. Then we were thinking about new ideas. I came up with paper. Brooks came up with a horse. So then I decided I'm going to draw the horse on the paper so we can get both of them. Obviously, the paper is a rectangle, and then I put in the margin, and I haven't used lined paper, and I can't even remember when, but I think this is how the formatting of regular notebook paper is. And there's something nostalgic about notebook paper. Nostalgic means like you remember using it when you were a lot younger. And I do. And I always drew. Like I never drew on like clear white paper. All I had was notebook paper. So I would draw on this paper all the time, even though today I feel like everyone's got their own. There's a hole there, a hole here, and a hole here. 3-ring binder. All right, now I have to draw a horse. I'm gonna shift in my chair, so I'm looking at the paper at this diagonal. For the sake of the screen, I can't really do. I could turn it, I suppose, but this is just better for the drawing. Brooks, do you know how to draw a horse?
Yes.
Okay, are you drawing a horse right now?
No, I'm still working on the pencil.
Got it. Take your time. I'm already thinking about my shapes and my style. For those of you that were coming in earlier, we warmed up with our favorite street sign. I used the deer, and that's where the inspiration for some of these other components are. So when you do shadow drawing, it's like you start shading and then you find the outline as you're shading, rather than starting with the outline and shading it in. So I think I'm going to use that method for my horse. But you still have to think about shapes. And having drawn this deer, the horse is similar. It's just the horse is going to have a bigger head, it's going to have a thicker neck, and it doesn't have antlers. But the body is actually really similar to the deer. I just think it's overall a bigger, thicker legs, more muscles. But it's a 4-legged mammal. Stacy is in the house. Oh my goodness, what's up, Stacy?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, Mr. Messick?
I'm good.
Good, good, good.
I'm glad you joined us. Spence couldn't make it this morning, so I think he's traveling. He told us last week.
Got it. Well, sometimes 3 is the magic number, and here we are.
Right?
Yes.
I think it is. How's Tucker?
Tucker is okay. He's playing happily, and he's Tucker.
How's Morgan?
Morgan's doing well. Thanks for asking. They just won another volleyball game last night.
Nice.
Yes. Wow.
Do you like my Korean box?
Yes.
My friend Dean went to Korea to teach English for like 6 years. He brought this back for me. It reminded me of a stop sign, which is why it came up earlier in the video.
Yeah.
But I think it's like an enameled box. It's really pretty. I use it to hold my sunflower seeds for next season.
Oh my gosh. That's a great picture. Those sunflower seeds are beautiful with the those lines.
Sunflower seeds are actually kind of nice. There it goes. The side of the box is really pretty too.
Yeah. Yes. And is that kept right in front of the screen? I'm trying to picture where I've seen it in the studio.
Yeah, I think it's in this. I think it's here. I mean, I'm in the studio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. All right. What color should I make my horse? Red. I'm going to make a red horse. All right. So Stacy, I was telling Brooks that I drew this paper on the paper, and the paper's going sideways. So I actually shifted my whole body so that this paper is actually vertical for me.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah. So I'm not drawing it sideways. Whoa. All right, here's the rib cage. So that's the interesting thing about drawing is when you have two things going on. I'm drawing an oval. I'm just like shading in an oval. And, I'm not thinking of an egg, I'm not thinking, of a head of a duck, which is also an oval. I'm not thinking about the holes of scissors. I'm thinking about a horse's rib cage. So even though it's an oval, just an oval, in my mind, it's also a rib cage.
Trevor, are you working from a reference that I don't see or not?
No, I'm just doing it out of my head.
Okay.
We were doing like kind of imagination drawings today.
Okay.
I mean,
Got it.
we might do a lot of things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
Good,
wait,
good.
Mr. Messick, did we draw microbes last week?
Did we draw what?
Microbes?
I don't know what those are.
Okay, then we didn't draw.
You did in one of your classes.
I know.
Yeah.
This week, we're in like the third week. And in the beginning of classes, I think to myself, oh yeah, I'm gonna remember what I did in every class. Like it's not confusing. I'll just remember.
Right.
I have so many classes every week that now it's like, wow, I don't remember what we did last week. So I'm gonna start tracking them. And I did do pretty well. In fact, I might have it.
If you can give me the date, what was the date last Saturday?
25 minus 7. Is that 18?
18, right?
I think so.
Oh, well, this is a different class.
Wait, remember, Stacy, we were drawing and I was like, hey, can you come to class? I really need you.
Yes. Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah. Can you see this?
No. Did you text me something?
Yeah. Candlesticks, the trophy.
Nice.
Okay. Is that the kite, the bird, the what do you call it? Was it an eagle? The kite that's right in the studio. It's over your left shoulder.
We did that on the Zoom?
Oh, I'm so sorry. That was in class. That was all in class.
Yeah, those are the in-class ones.
Right. Hold on. Was that the sheep? The sheep, dog, sheep?
Did we draw the sheep last week?
And you kept saying it looks like Bella. Here, I'm going to send it
Oh,
to you.
no,
right
no,
now.
no. No. Are you sure we
I
didn't do
sent it.
we did not do the butterfly.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I'll mute my.
No, he's fine. You can. No, that wasn't it. We'll figure it out. All right. Well, even it doesn't matter. I'm still drawing the horse. And I've drawn horses. Drawn horses kind of a lot. So the more you know about the parts of the horse, kind of the easier it is. But it's not, you know, it's you're going to try and keep it simple at first. Okay, so we've got this oval for the rib cage, and then in order to go up into the head, which is where I'm trying to go from here, we have to go into the shoulder girdle, and the shoulder is kind of it's mostly the scapula, which is basically like the scapula and the collarbone. So it's like establishing this wide base for the neck to come out of. And then below that, on the side of the rib cage, there's all these chest muscles. So these are the pectorals. And I mean, you think about it, if you're a four-legged creature, you have two arms. So you're basically doing push-ups all the time. So your chest muscles, which is what you build, you know, when you do push-ups, it works your chest muscles, and they're just super strong. And then the horse's neck is a trapezoid, which is kind of one of the easiest forms for like something that's very complex. So just think about the angle of the back of his head. Think about the angle of his throat. The angle of his throat's a little bit more vertical. It's still angled, but it's a little bit more vertical. And we're going to have the mane coming off the back of the neck. So it's a long neck and it's a strong neck. So that trapezoid is going to be pretty thick. Okay. So again, I'm shading to get the thickness, and I can't even tell if this is right or not because there's just so many more things we have to record. There's a couple different ways. I do know that the head itself makes sort of a trapezoidal shape as well. And, you know, with the trapezoid being, you know, wider at the back of the head and it gets narrow towards the snout. So if I had to choose one shape for the horse's head, it would be a trapezoid. And if you make that trapezoid long, then the horse has a long head. You make it short, he's got a short neck, a short head. Now, even though I'm just shading the inside, I can adjust what the outside looks like by thinking about what's there. So in the top corner up here, we know there's going to be a ear, a triangle for the ear. That's like an easy one. So I put that in. We also know that in the other corner, the right side corner, there's a nostril. And then in the bottom corner, there's like a chin and a mouth. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to really see the mouth because we're just shading it in. But I can add a nose in this corner, have it go down in between the nose and the lip into the mouth, and then into the chin. So I'm just, they seem like they're just basic marks, which they are, but I'm still trying to name the thing that's there. So there's a little.
It's just amazing that you've started this really, I think, intricate and detailed figure with an oval, just with a simple oval.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's an oval, and then there's a trapezoid, then two trapezoids.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to turn those things into something that looks like a horse. I do know that the bottom, and we're barely going to see it, but horses have really rounded, really massive jawbones, and that's in the other corner. So the lower left-hand corner. That's what I love about these trapezoids is that, you know, using a trapezoid for the features of a horse, because each corner of the trapezoid has something interesting. the top one has the ear, the front has the nose, the bottom has the mouth, and the other corner has this massive rounded jaw that is just like, so it's it's just, I don't know any other creature that has a form quite as massive and majestic as the jaw of a horse. The last mass is one of my favorite forms, which is a semicircle or a crescent moon shape. And this is the start of the hip bone leading into gluteus maximus, which is basically his butt bone. So the whole rounded circle, which is the last major form that's going to attach to the oval. The first one was like the shoulder at the top, and then the pectorals at the bottom. Now the back end, the top is the hips, it really is, and then it curls, into where the legs are going to begin. But it makes the body of the horse having three major parts, and it's not, and the hips are not as big. They really aren't as big as the rib cage. They're still smaller, but they're kind of equally curvy. And that curve actually starts to include the thigh. So hopefully this works. We're gonna go, the hips up here goes into the butt bone, which is basically the thigh. Then we're gonna go knee to ankle, which is a trapezoid. Then we'll go ankle, which is that texture of my paper is. Ankle to the ball of the foot. And then we're going to do the fingernail. So let me just count those really quickly. So we did this round butt bone into the thigh. And then if I put this dark dot right here at the bottom, basically this dark dot is the knee. And it's in between the thigh and the belly. So it's going to go, a trapezoid will go from knee to ankle. That'll be 1. And then the ankle to the ball of the foot, which is 2. And then the feet and the hooves, you want to think about as almost like one fused finger. So I'm going to draw a human finger over here. So you have, 1 digit to the knuckle. Then you have another digit to the smaller part of the knuckle. Then you get the fingertip and then the fingernail at the end. I'll even give this finger some nail polish. Okay, so this is one finger, and there's all these separate joints because they move around. A horse, their last part, their last digit, right here, number 3. The hoof part is the fingernail, so that's the fingernail, and then the part that comes off that is attached to the fingernail is the finger. And it's a whole joint, but it's, instead of having all separate bones, it's all fused into one. So I like to think about this last portion here as one finger, one small finger with a big fingernail, and that fingernail is the hoof. So if you think about your arms, and your major joint in your arms has your elbow, and the major joint in your legs has your knee. The knee is here, which I showed you before. And then if you come just across to the front of the rib cage, the elbow is right here. So you can go from elbow to wrist, and you can go wrist to knuckles. And then you get from that knuckles, then you get the fused finger, and then the fingernail. Now the part that is really annoying, in my opinion, is that when it goes from the elbow to the wrist, when I think about it in human terms. Let's see here. I gotta get.
Oh, you don't want to eat that. Well, actually, you do, but.
Stacy, we lost Mr. Messick.
Well, you all almost lost me because you started to get very broken up and I wondered if the connection would stay or not.
Shoot. Let me see
Yeah.
if I'm on the right. I'm on the right internet.
Maybe he'll try to get back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna hang out for a second and try and get back in. There he goes.
Back in?
He's connecting.
Sorry, my computer ran out of battery.
That's okay. Are you back? Can you see everything?
Yeah.
Nice. By the way, am I going too fast by any chance?
You're good for me. Could you can you hear me, Trevor? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. I wonder if you could just go over perhaps very briefly, I mean quickly, 1, 2, and 3. Especially like the finger and the toe.
Yeah.
I mean the finger and the nail, excuse me.
Yeah, so in the arm, you have the upper arm here, which is, the shoulder to elbow.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that really is 1, but I'm not going to put it like that because we did that already. And then you go from elbow to wrist. That's going to be number 1. And then the wrist to the knuckles. Like in your own hand, it's like you have a wrist and then it goes to knuckles, and then you have your knuckles to your fingernails. So it's just another appendage from the wrist down to fused finger. And then I'll just fill in this fingernail down here because this is the hoof. So you basically think about this last portion, number 3, as this very simplified finger where it's all one bone with one fingernail, only in 2 parts. There, made the tail come off the backside. Unfortunately, I started the drawing with that shading method, and then I finished it with shapes. Just take it away from it.
Oh, I forgot the tail.
The tail really does make it.
Yeah.
I was lucky because I had my blue lines on the paper. So now I can shade the ground green. So it's my drawing within a drawing. My paper on the paper. I didn't know what I was going to make it, but I think I'm going to make it a tulip. I've recently had some experience with tulips. Now I can't move the pencil off my paper because it's pretty permanent. That's supposed to be a shadow.
Aww.
That's my horse of imagination. I think it's kind of nice. We could also draw the second leg just by copying the first. I guess that should be a little bit darker in theory. Mhm. Scotch tape. We started this lesson off, Stacy, as things that you might find on a desk. And then it just evolved.
Aha. Down. Good boy. I really, really like that pencil. And that tip of that with the lead is just incredible with those darker brown lines.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I started this homeschool riding class yesterday,
Yeah.
and I got to learn a lot about horses. But before that, I just did private lessons with Braden. And
Oh, how interesting. Can you tell me something about a horse that was just so surprising?
the fact that they have automatic waters.
Automatic what?
Waters.
Waters.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
At the horse farm, I ride my horses at. Well,
Mhm.
they're not my horses, but I ride the horses at. They have automatic waters, so you flip a switch, and then it starts filling up a bowl.
Yeah.
And you can put. So you take the top off,
Mhm.
and then when you put the top on, it keeps filling up. And then when it's full, it stops filling up.
So no
Oh,
matter
that's
how much
so-
they drink, there's always water there.
Yeah,
That's
And
awesome.
it doesn't overflow.
correct.
Oh, that's really cool. Very cool. Very
And
cool.
also they have lots of different kinds of food for like their energy, their body weight,
Mm-hmm.
Their coat.
Yeah. To make it nice and shiny and healthy.
Yeah.
Did you ever feed any of the horses peppermints? Those big peppermints? How about apples or carrots?
I fed one horse a couple baby carrots.
Uh-huh.
Not a whole carrot.
Right. Right. Well, that
That's-
sounds like a fun lesson.
Yeah.
Horses are so, I mean, every single time I see the horses, I get so blown away by how big they are. They're just so big.
Yeah. There's this horse that's named Tank.
Yeah.
He's massive.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
he always named Tank?
I don't know.
So was one of your first lessons not to ever stand behind a horse?
Well, yes, but I was
Yeah.
standing about 5 feet behind a horse named Rocco,
Yeah.
and I learned that he has very long legs.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Did you learn the hard way?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Well, I'm glad you're still here to tell the story.
Indeed.
Ooh, I think there was a horse in this book. Let me pull this over. Ooh, that's cool. Oh my. There's every animal on this book, but there's no horse. Oh, there's a zebra. You want to try and draw a zebra?
Sure.
All right. Now it's a very stylized zebra,
Oh,
which I know Stacy loves. If it's got style, it's up Stacy's alley.
alley, alley, oop, alley, alley, oop.
So interesting. Okay. This is a nice zebra.
Can I see your horse, Mr. Messick?
It's a little ugly.
Oh, wow. Hold that with tiny bit. Yeah. Freeze.
That guy's awesome.
I'm not quite done with
Nice.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Keep going. Oh my gosh! I have to plug in my phone. Not my
Make it
phone.
a
Excuse me.
cloudy
Plug
day,
in my
so I don't
computer.
have to draw the blue skies.
Yeah. Finish the sky. We got plenty of time. That drawing is amazing. I love the whole scene. It's so important to put things in a rectangle. I guess maybe
Thank
that's
you.
what I was doing. Screen share.
Thank you for that reminder.
Stacy, did you put yours in? Can we see yours before I do the screen share?
Sure.
I'm gonna ping you. Pin has been replaced. Good boy, Tucker. Good boy. Whoa. You're on mute there, Stace. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, he was barking like a banshee.
He looks good. You got a big booty on that horse.
I kept adding because the shorter it was, I kept feeling like it was a donkey.
Yeah, no, it looks like a young a young
Like a colt.
colt. It feels like a colt. I love it. I love it a lot.
Thank you a lot.
Yeah.
Can I see yours again, Trevor?
Yep. I'm gonna put up the screen.
Down. Good boy. Good boy, tucked.
My computer is down to 24%.
So nice. Can you move your what's it called? Yes. That little arrow.
Oh yeah, move my around.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's my zebra. Here's a zebra.
Ah. Tucker, no.
Lift this up and I lift that up. Move this up. And let's move this down. Turn it straight. Yes. Hope everyone's okay with this. Do you mind drawing and okay. This might be kind of good because it's the opposite. So, we drew the first horse in profile the other way. And this horse, I wonder if I should draw it on it's a white horse on white paper. How would I do the coloring? Let's see if I can find a sheet of gray paper. All right, I found it. Gray paper's gonna work so much better.
Down.
Okay. So here's my last minute strategy is, we drew the horse with this from the imagination last time. I mean, I just did it out of my head. So I'm going to see if I can find all the things that I was using in my head and see if they're still there, or if they're if they look a little bit different. And of course, we know that horses are different than zebras, but they've got a lot in common. All right, so I'm going to start with my oval. Mike says, is it my birthday today? No, it's not. It's my birthday tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All right, so I'm going to have my oval. And then this artist seems to not really stress the neck that much, or I shouldn't say the neck, I should say these shoulders. But I'm going to come up into the chest. So there's this big oval here. Then we have like the start of the leg. And then we have his chest muscles here that then turn into the neck muscles. And then here's my big trapezoid. Go up to the top of the head. Pull the trapezoid down. There's the snout. Where's the nose, mouth? He's got 2 ears because his head is turned a little bit. That makes it nice. All right, I'm feeling good. Rib cage. And then this was the pelvis, which I started with the hip bone back here and curling it down into the, the thigh.
Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention because I was looking for a piece of paper that wasn't white.
Oh, okay. No, let me start again. Actually, just let me finish this one really quickly, and then I'll just start over again. Nah, I'll just start over. All right, so you're back in the game. Did you find your gray paper? Nice. Okay. So I started with an oval. And that oval is the rib cage. Then I can see like he's got, the leg. I know the leg's going to be in the back of the oval. I know that the arm's going to be in the front of the oval. So I'm getting over the arm a little bit so that I can then get to the pecs and the scapula, which is the base of that. The base
Sorry,
of the neck.
I tried to find paper that white wouldn't show, but I couldn't. I thought this paper wouldn't. I thought white would show on this paper, but
Yeah, but it doesn't really.
no.
Well, let's see. We only have 1 minute left in class.
Oh my gosh, that fast?
I mean, it is wild. So I guess we'll just save it for next week. We can start here next week, and I know that Spence and any new students would be like all about this. I'm gonna just quickly in the next 30 seconds draw my version. hip to knee, knee to ankle, ankle to foot, and then the toe. Knee to ankle, ankle to foot.
My mom helped
And then
me
I'm just
find
curious.
a piece of paper
I
towel.
don't know if what's that,
What
Brooke?
was that, Brooks?
My mom helped me find a good piece of
Oh,
paper.
good, good.
We'll do this again. I did not mean to switch materials like this in the middle of class, I swear. I just was like, well, how am I going to draw a white zebra on white paper with that one method? So I'm hoping that and honestly, this charcoal doesn't work. What if the purple works? I don't have any of the right materials either. So I tried a pen as a last ditch resort, and the pen at least shows up. And the mane, I love the manes of zebras because they're really short and they're coarse, so they're really thick. So here's the external lines, and guys, I hate to do this, but I have to go. I got my other class coming in. I just want to practice some of these stripes. The stripes look like so fun.
How far along did you get, Brooks?
I'm still working on the silhouette.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
You want to take a screenshot so you can look at the
Yeah, I already took one.
because I'm gonna have to go. Hey guys, you can come in. You can come in. Everybody's
Trevor,
waiting out. Everyone's
Thank you
waiting out in the hallway. You're welcome. Stace, you're welcome to come through if you want.
Thank you so much.
Right. It is
I
my birthday
appreciate it.
weekend.
Pardon?
I said it is my birthday weekend.
I know. It's like your birthday week. It will be upcoming,
I go,
right?
just until noon.
Until noon.
Yeah. Hello. How are you? I don't know who you are. I sort of know who you are. What's up, Jade? Well, you've got a mask on. How am I supposed to tell? Are you gonna be the teacher assistant in this class?
Sure.
Eliana, how's it going? Okay, guys, I really do have to go. But
Trevor, thank you.
the zebra. I'm drawing zebra stripes and I can't stop. How's it going, Eliana? Did you wear your favorite shirt? I know Jade wore her favorite shirt. 12 o'clock, yeah. Did everybody wear their favorite shirts today? What's up, little bit? It is your favorite shirt? I'm wearing my favorite shirt, so I was like, it just clearly looks like a favorite shirt day. What's up, boss? Thank you. You can grab a seat right here, or actually sit in that padded seat right there, the cushion chair. You'll be happy. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for a wonderful class. It was a little disjointed.
Trevor, thank you. Thank you.
It was fun. Mr. Messick, I'll see your brother this afternoon. Tell him I said what's up, and then I will see you next week. See y'all.